So, test anxiety is something that a lot of people will suffer from while they're in university and college. So, I want to make a video on how I dealt with it. Now, I never actually even got test anxiety until I started taking my upper division classes. So, it was really hard for me to adapt to it, especially in the pressure of these harder upper division classes where, I was not getting sleep, I was feeling anxiety, all these kinds of different things that come with test anxiety. And it was strange because I just never felt it before. But here are some of the tips on how I went to deal with it. And this will be helpful for everyone because, like I said, I didn't get it until my upper division courses. So maybe you don't have it right now, but still watch because in the future you might be able to learn something from this. Okay, the first thing that helped me was working out more and being physically fit. Now, this is great because one, it helps your body and mind disconnect from what's going on. So your test anxiety, you'll be disconnected from that because you'll be physically stressed by either working out, lifting weights, going for runs or walks or anything like that. Any sort of physical activity will really help. It'll help boost your mood, boost your confidence, self-esteem. It'll also help you de-stress and take your mind off of things, which is very important, especially because if you're stressed out all the time, it helps get rid of that. It'll also help you sleep better at night. The main thing that happened to me was I couldn't sleep at night. And working out really helps you sleep better because you're physically exhausted and tired. You need to rest your muscles and your mind. So being able to work out 3 or 4 times a week at least is great because it helps physically exhaust you and you sleep a lot better. And I'm gonna have a full video covering physical fitness and productivity and how it relates in the future. So make sure you subscribe and click the like button to see that video coming out soon. The next tip I have is to drink less caffeine. Now I say that while I have energy drinks and stuff all over, but drinking less caffeine really helps reduce anxiety and it helps you sleep a lot better, especially if you're drinking energy drinks at night when you're studying the long hours at night in the library. I used to do that all the time. I would have an energy drink every study session at 6, 7 p.m. and this is what really helps you not sleep at night, or I guess doesn't help you. It makes you not sleep at night. So reducing the amount of caffeine you take in is really helpful. So let's say you get a Monster at 6 p.m. with 120 milligrams of caffeine. The half-life of caffeine is about 6 hours. So in 6 more hours at midnight when you're trying to go to sleep, you're still gonna have 60 milligrams of caffeine in your system running through you. For most people, some people are a little more caffeine tolerant than others, and some people will break down caffeine faster than others. But for the most part, you'll have around 60 milligrams of caffeine in you when you're trying to go to sleep, which is not good. Caffeine is a stimulant, so it'll keep you awake, and it'll make those sleepless nights even worse. So reducing the caffeine you take, limiting it to the morning, or even trying to find some non-stimulant energy drinks or something like that. What I found is that seltzer water or drinking a lot of regular water really helps. Seltzer water is worked as a placebo for me, thinking I was drinking an energy drink, making me more energized, but in reality I didn't get any of the stimulants from it. Also, drinking a lot of water helps you so much because water is so important for everything. Your brain is 80% water or something, I think. So drinking a ton of water really helps a lot. And what I also did was, now along with that, drinking a lot of water and going for little walks and stuff, staying active, standing up while studying and working at whiteboards, moving around a little bit, that keeps you energized because you're constantly doing something. You're not just sitting down, staring down at a book or writing stuff all the time. So making sure you stay physically active as well really helps keep you up, awake and motivated. Now this next tip should only be taken if you have actual real trouble sleeping like I did, was taking melatonin pills or melatonin supplements, because this will help you relax before you go to sleep and help you get a better night's sleep. Because your brain naturally releases melatonin when you start to relax and fall asleep. If you're anxious, you won't do that because, I don't know, something in your brain wired doesn't want you to fall asleep, so it doesn't release the melatonin. So if you take the melatonin supplement, it'll help combat that if you have the anxiety for a test and everything. So taking melatonin the night before an exam honestly worked so great for me. And I never really got the next day morning wake up real tired or anything like that. So I've never had any bad effects with melatonin. except I would just recommend not to use it every single night, only use it nights that you really feel like you need it, like before a test or before like a big interview or something where you actually have a lot of anxiety. Just because keeping the natural hormone cycle and hormone rhythm in your brain keeps you healthy, so I wouldn't supplement it too much. And finally, my last tip for this is to start practicing mindfulness. Like I said, I used to go for walks and listen to calming music all the time in the middle of study sessions, at least once an hour, because it helps disconnect from that study session. So you can study really hard for like 40-50 minutes at a time, take a 10-20 minute walk, and feel so much better, be disconnected, and feel so much motivated to get back in. Now, I'm not the best at mindfulness, so look up some other stuff you can for yourself that you might like, but what I really enjoyed was just taking like 10-20 minute walks during my study sessions, or even like after, just to relax and wind down. Also finding some good breathing techniques, so when you do feel anxious, you can start doing those. That'll help a lot too. And that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something. Like if you liked the video, and subscribe for more videos coming soon. Okay, thank you. Bye.